Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. I'm just going to go on my live, make sure I'm here. There I am. Okay, so I'm going to go deeper into the daily read today, and I've picked a card out from Colette Baron Reid's deck. 2. And then I got to do readings for everyone that's on, everyone that joins me today. Hope you all had a great Christmas. So let's get going. I just watched the daily read for today being the 27th of December. It is for me anyway. And it's all about being ourselves. It's all about being ourselves and sharing our love with the world, which means actually doing something, creating something, doing what it is that we came here to do. And we need to follow our intuition in order to do that. So if you haven't checked out the daily read yet, then on the replay, there'll be a link popping up on the screen to do just that. We've also got about, hey Marguerite, how are you? We've also got about abundance as well. Thing about not focusing on little goals. You know, when we just get focused on the next bill or on paying the rent or something like that, and we completely ignore all of these ideas that we've had to create something amazing in the world because we're just focused on this little stuff, saying like, don't do that. That's focusing on lack. Hey Janice, how are you? And it's interesting because it's like last couple of days in the guidance we've got about taking action. We're being urged to take action. But the card for today is poised, but it's upside down in reverse position. So it means that we're not ready. So maybe we're not ready for something. Let's have a look what Colette says about this. Protection message. You're not ready to move forward at this time, and that has to be okay. Be poised in the face of demands and deadlines. Pretending you know what you're doing sometimes works, but if you adopt a fake it till you make it attitude, it will land you in some muck now. This is not the time to wing it and deliver something half-finished. It's okay to postpone things until you're really ready. It's better to disappoint It's better to disappoint others now than to wish you had later. So this is saying, like, don't go rushing into something, you know, because it's the inner work that's important. It's the inner work that's important to get us aligned before we take action, because if we take action without alignment, we don't get good stuff from it at all. Right, so let's pick some cards out. More information about today. Again, we got the Make Love card. This is the card that came out in the daily read. Make love. It's about doing what you love. It's about sharing your love with the world. Like for me, it's about doing my readings. And be still, keep quiet. So if you don't know what it is that you're here to share with the world, what your love is, what you've been given, your skills, your talents, what your mission here is, if you don't know what that is, it's asking you to meditate, be still and be quiet. Don't just move forward on any random thing to try and get what you want. Be still and be quiet and tap into that. Ask your higher self and then meditate. Yeah. Because the world is like a giant jigsaw puzzle, and we're all pieces of that jigsaw puzzle, right? There's none that are more important than others. There's none that are bigger than others, in fact. They're all about the same size, and you're an important part of it. But sometimes we get lost and we forget what our little picture is on our jigsaw puzzle. And this is about taking the time, asking your higher self what it is that you're here to do and focusing on that. So this is saying, like, you know, I said, like, don't just focus on the little things like paying the next bill or whatever. Focus on, or, you know, trying to manifest something small. Focus on the big thing that you want to create in the world. This is saying that if you don't know what that is, this is what to do. It's to ask your higher self, meditate, so that you can get focused on that. Yeah. Interesting. And it evolves, you know, it's not like we've got one thing to do, it does evolve. So once we start doing it, you know, it's like it's a path, it's not a destination, it's not It's not like you're here to do one job sort of thing. It does evolve. Janice, I've got a pesky problem with this guy who's playing people. He's catfishing a scammer trying to pull me in. It's not working. Sounds like it is working to me. It sounds like you're focused on it. Okay. Also today we've got compassion and friend. Okay, so maybe we've got friendships that people having problems around us, and we've got to be compassionate with them today. Still around Christmas time, a lot of people are spending time with friends and family. Got to show that compassion. Show that compassion for them. So in any situation that you're in today, just ask yourself, if someone's being difficult, just ask yourself what's going on for them. There must be something going on for them. They must be hurting in some kind of way, and have compassion for them. Yeah. I've got 2 days membership left at the gym, so I'm going to the gym today and tomorrow. Right, yeah. Someone was asking me about this, about being appreciated. It's Cheryl. Cheryl, are you coming on? Or are you watching the replay? Yeah, I'm appreciated and move away. This is about seeking external validation all the time. It's like when we want others to appreciate us because we haven't found that appreciation within ourselves. We want external validation. We want people to validate us. We want people to love us. We want people to tell us that we're right in what we're doing. And yeah, you can't get it when you're not appreciating yourself. So if you're not feeling good enough in yourself, so you don't even need to seek validation because you feel you know what you're doing, you're happy about yourself, you know that you're enough, then you don't need to seek that validation. So it's move away from seeking external validation from other people and get clear. And getting clear in yourself is about making that connection with your higher self. It's about, imagine you're sitting in meditation. You've asked your higher self what your mission is here, what you're here to do. You're sitting and listening. You're getting those communication channels open with your higher self to get some bigger focus, instead of focusing on the small things like Janice focusing on that pesky guy. It's like don't focus on the small little niggling things like that, little problems, because you're wasting your whole potential by doing that. And so you're getting this communication with your higher self, even just asking, lead me now, show me the way, show me what I'm here to do, I'm ready to do it. Then you can start appreciating yourself, right? Because you're doing good things for yourself. You can't appreciate yourself when you're not doing good things for yourself. Like I'm looking after myself the best I possibly can, working out, going to the gym, eating pure clean food, 100% clean food, and really doing the best that I can for myself, expanding my mind, listening to thought leaders of the world. Like I follow quite a few people and I listen to that stuff. I'm constantly trying to improve myself, and so that I can, my sharing my love with the world is better and better all the time. And when you're doing that kind of stuff, you feel good about yourself. You're appreciating yourself. I'm not just appreciating myself by doing that. I appreciate myself more when I'm doing that because it's those little wins, And so when you're focused on the small stuff, it's very hard to appreciate yourself because there's nothing to appreciate yourself for. You're not doing anything great, And it's not like you can do you should do massive, great things straight away to appreciate yourself. You can just do little things, It can be just getting up early in the morning and sitting and meditating for 15 minutes. You can appreciate yourself for that. Or getting to the gym and walking on the treadmill for 20 minutes. That's why working out is so great, It's because it's appreciating yourself while you're doing it, but it's also, you get those wins, you get those little wins. Janice, you're a surgical nurse of 45 years. I've been looking out for everybody. Time for you, Janice. It's time for you. Marguerite, why won't you leave my mind? So I'm going to get on to the private readings shortly. So more guidance for today. We've got love us and talk to someone. So for some of us, we need to get talking, maybe on the deeper things, maybe on the things that you need to say, not just the chit chat kind of thing, but the important things. Say about changes that you want to make in the relationship or changes that you want to make in your life. It's time to talk about that stuff now. So deeper conversation in a relationship is required for some people today. Interesting. Right, let's get on with these readings. So Marguerite, I'll do yours first. I'm presuming you want a reading because you asked that question. And I'm just going to get a nail file because my nails annoying me. Right. You know when you get just like a raggy bit of nail, that's... I must play with my fingers a lot because I'm feeling it. There we go. All better now. Marguerite, why are you thinking about this guy? What's that all about? Marguerite's higher self. Oh, so I'm guessing this was an intimate connection that you had because that's what you've got. Intimacy, cleanse, and connection and touch. So it's what you were getting. I'm guessing this is like a former lover or something. This is what you were getting from him, is the touch, and that you need that. You need that touch. It's a human requirement. You know, when babies aren't held, when they're not cuddled. So, you know, those babies, it was years ago, 70s or 80s, in Russia, was it? Somewhere like that, Poland or something. They had these orphanages, and the babies weren't picked up and held. They were just all in cribs, and they were all dying. And it wasn't lack of nutrition or anything like that. They just weren't being loved. They weren't being held. You know, when that masculine paradigm takes over and they think that the only important thing is food and milk, you know, and stuff for babies. And yeah, they were dying. And that's because, you know, babies they need love, they need touch. And that doesn't change when we're adults too. And often as adults, we'll only get that touch through a lover. We'll only get that physical touch through a lover. We'll only allow it that way instead of allowing our friends to touch us, hugs and stuff. And yeah, so you're actually, it's like craving, you know, it's like saying, why am I craving chocolate? And it's because your body wants magnesium or something, right? It's because there's a need there, there's a craving there, because there's a need there. So it's popping into your mind because of that, because you're craving this touch. And so to take the pressure off romantic relationships like that requires you to get your needs met by many people. So have a lot of friends, all giving you, all meeting those needs, different people meeting different needs. So you might have a few friends that you hug and you have that physical touch connection with them. Hey Ashley, how are you? You might have, you know, friends that you can talk to about intellectual stuff. You might have friends that you work out with. You might have friends that you, I don't know. What are the other needs that you have? We all have all these different needs, and you can get those met by many, many different people. And when you have this big social network like that, you're getting all your needs met by a lot of people. Then you're not looking for like one person, that one lover, and then pile everything onto their shoulders. Like, you know, do everything, be everything for me. These are all my needs. You need to meet them all. That's a lot of pressure for a relationship, and it makes for a dysfunctional relationship. Hey Ella, how are you? Yeah. So that's why you're thinking about him, because you're not getting your needs met. And so you're craving. And so it's way more healthier to find friends to get those needs met. And then you take the pressure off, you take the need out of finding a relationship, and then you can just find and choose a relationship and get into a relationship if you choose it because you want to, not because you need to, right? So there you go, Marguerite. That's why. Janice, you want a reading? You need truth and honesty. I'm doing great today, thanks. Yeah. You're welcome, Marguerite. Who else wants a reading? Just pop up a message. Coffee. So I'm going to go to the gym this morning, then I'm going to go buy some food. I need yogurt, I need cream. And nuts too. Janice. Right. Yeah, Janice, you've got willingness and respect. This is like, you've got to be willing to respect yourself first. You know how you were just saying about that guy? And I said, it sounds like you are being, you're saying you're not letting it affect you. And I'm like, it sounds like you are letting it affect you because you're talking about it. This is like someone that respects themselves won't ever let disrespectful people into their life. And you don't let them into your life and then argue with them. Someone that respects themselves doesn't do that. Someone that respects themselves just walks right away. Like just not even willing to have someone like that in their lives. So you're kind of in between at the moment. Janice, you're kind of in between at the moment. So you're saying, your mind's saying no to it. You know that it's not good for you, but you're still getting involved in it. And this is saying you've got to be willing now to focus on yourself and start respecting yourself. So it could be good for you, Janice, to take some time by yourself, like detach from other people at the moment and to learn that self-respect. When I'm talking about self-respect, I'm talking about, okay, I'm really important. My feelings are really important. What I want in life is really important. So I'm gonna get focused on myself now. What is it that I want from life? And then start doing the things every day to do that, just focusing completely on yourself and what you want in life. It's so important to do that, so important to do that. That is self-respect, that's respecting yourself. And when you're doing that, I'm telling you, no one's going to come into your life that's like that. Or if they try, you'll just be like, not a chance, I'm busy doing this. Unless you want to add to my life, unless you want to actually help me improve my life like I'm improving my life now, then there isn't a space for you in my life. Well, that's it. Yeah, it's not respecting you, Janice. It's because you're not respecting yourself. And so you've got to be willing to respect yourself first. So maybe, I was saying about this one, I am appreciated and move away. Maybe you're still seeking that validation outside. So you're still letting people in, even though, if you were just focused on yourself and sorting your life out, doing what you want in your life, then you wouldn't spend a second on someone like that. Hi, Pamela. Almost 2020. It is. Okay. Janice, also. You got to be, okay, I get this. You got to be at peace. Your heart is hurting at the moment. You're taking things to heart that other people say. And so are you making it mean? When people like that approach you, are you making it mean that you're not lovable and you're not deserving of respect? It's not about you at all. It's about them. There's all kinds of people in the world and we get to decide who we let in. But this is saying like you're being prepared at the moment to heal your heart. If you went around just soaking everything up like a sponge, like a child does, believing everything that everyone says and just believing the way that people treat you and being open to absolutely everyone, you're going to feel terrible. It's because it's not about you, what everyone else does, it's based on themselves. And there's all kinds of people. There's people that want to do harm. There's people that want to do good. There's people that are nice. There's people that are horrible. And if you're just going along thinking, oh, that person's horrible, so what, there must be something wrong with me, then try and get them to change. And, this is like, not, you've got to get, your higher self is wanting you to get secure in yourself, heal your heart so that you're unshakable. I wouldn't be able to do this unless I was that, because sometimes the comments and the stuff, when you're online and you're doing a lot of stuff like this, you get, of course, there's all kinds of people, especially online. There's so many trolls. If I was taking all of that shit to heart, I would stop. You would crumble. You don't get to see it, and I don't even talk about the crap that comes at me, because it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. It's just them. And in the same way, you can't do this big thing. You can't do this big thing when you are so easily shaken by other people's crap. Yeah. Good idea, Janice. Nice. Oh, bye, Marguerite. Pamela, Clara, I have A+ book agent that wants to read my book proposal in January. Awesome. Wow, that's exciting. Okay, let's do a reading for you, Pamela. Wait a minute, Pamela. Ashley, Ella wants one. Yes. I can do one for both of you. I'll do Ella first, and then I'll get to you, Ashley, and then I'll get to you, Pamela. So stick around. Ella! Okay. You've got simplicity, and what's under that? This means, look at these battered cards. That means you're trying to make something simpler than it is. I don't know. It's like if you were having a problem with someone. So you're having an argument with a friend, and then you say something like, it's just that you can't see. It's just this. You're trying to bring it down to something really simple when it's not really simple, in order to get rid of this problem. But it's not that simple. And so what's under that? That's asking you, Ella, to stop doing that for starters. Stop trying to make it simple. Stop trying to, have a simple solution to, or a simple reason for it. Because there's more to it than that. And when you do that too, if it is with a friend, when you do that, they really feel unheard. If you've got like a complaint with a friend, maybe if you're not being treated right or something, then you explain to them about it, and they say, oh, it's just that you're too sensitive, that it doesn't feel good at all. So it might not be with a friend. It might not be with a friend, but if it is, just watch that. There's something under that. And forgive yourself and get back in the flow. Forgive yourself and get back in the flow. So don't feel bad about it. Just learn from it. Oh, Pamela got bumped off, but she's back. Good. I almost started doing yours then, Pamela, when you weren't here. But then I remembered Ella and Ashley want a reading. Ashley, right. You heard what I just said, Ashley, about to Janice, about being really confident in yourself so that you don't get shaken by others' crap, because there's all kinds of people out there. So my example of me not being bothered about, what these crazy trolls online say about me, because I'm confident in myself. Well, you've got this same thing as well. You need a new approach to deal with criticism. You need a thicker skin. Not taking it to heart so much. So maybe, Ashley, you've been focused on everything being a mirror reflection of you and taking on board everything that's happening around you. as a mirror reflection as something that you need to sort out within yourself, that law of attraction teaching. And it's like, well, it's not really true. There are all kinds of people, and you've got to develop a thicker skin. So find a new approach to developing a thicker skin. For me, it just kind of happened with time. You get more and more confident in yourself with time. If you're doing good things for yourself, like I was saying before, those little wins when you're improving yourself. Oh, I heard something amazing yesterday. This interview, I can't remember what his name is, but this incredible man, he was saying, I'll try and remember it as he said it. I can't remember. I actually stopped the video at that point because I was like, oh my God, that was so profound. I wanted to listen to it again. I can't remember. It's gone. I'll listen to it again today and I'll write it down so that I do remember, because it's an amazing thing to share. It's about improving yourself. It's about that line between feeling bad about yourself and improving yourself. I know what it is, right? So you are perfect right now. Yeah. You are perfect for the life that you have right now. Okay. So who you've become is perfect for the life you have right now. So you've manifested it out of the energy that you are right now. That's why you're perfect for it. But if you want changes in your life, then you're going to have to improve in some way. You're going to have to get better, right? And so, you're going to have to work on yourself in some way if you want something else, right? And his explanation of it like that is like, wow, that makes so much sense, because you've got to love yourself. You've got to know that you are good enough. But you're also striving too, I never sit still. I'm always learning stuff. I'm always, I'm working out. I'm finding out more about my diet and stuff like that. I'm like every single day I'm doing that stuff. And it's only people like me that do great things in the world. So yeah, that helps you to overcome this criticism thing. You develop a thicker skin, especially when you're just focused on yourself. You're focused on yourself. If you're busy doing something, then some random comes along saying, oh, you're not doing that right. It's like, well, do it yourself. You do something. Fierce about learning, yeah. And so if you continue doing that, Ashley, that's going to help you develop this thicker skin. Yeah. It's like when people, like I do get some comments on my YouTube channel. I guess it's going to be more and more with the numbers. Oh, I reached 1,000 subscribers yesterday. How cool is that? Very cool. The more you put yourself out there, the more you attract that kind of stuff. And it's, it's never the people that are doing it. It's never the people that are doing anything themselves. You can bet they just sat there on their ass, eating chips, drinking Coke, and just keyboard warriors, They're not doing it because they wouldn't criticize someone if they were doing it themselves. Yeah. Sometimes I want to reply to them. If it's about my reading, sometimes I want to reply to them saying, oh, let me watch yours then. Oh, they don't exist. What a surprise. So, Ashley, you've also got communication, coming, strength, and courage. Yeah. You're being led down a path to this. It's like, you were talking about starting your own business, weren't you? You're moving into that when you were talking about you've changed your name to Illuminating Gem. You're being led. But like I said, for the life that you want, you're going to have to improve things. You're on that path of improvement. That communication's coming. You're being made stronger, more courageous, getting that thicker skin. So you've got big things coming. That's great. Thanks, Pamela. Yeah, I asked for it for Christmas, the 1,000 subscribers for Christmas. And I thought I was going to reach it on Christmas Day, but no, on Boxing Day. And now I think I'm at 1,013 or something when I started this. It gets faster and faster, when people subscribe. And so by New Year, I reckon I've already hit the 1,111. I think I'll have done that before New Year. So cool. It's great. You know why? It's great for me, right? Because I find it with my business. I don't know if it's the same with you, Pamela, but with my business, if I'm focused, like you focus on targets and goals and stuff like that when you got a business. And if I focus on like financial targets, I find that very unmotivating, like really unmotivating. If I focus on like number of readings coming in, that motivates me way more. If I focus on but focusing on the YouTube thing, on specific numbers when the YouTube thing, even better for me. It's like those little goals to reach. Again, it's a constant improvement thing, isn't it? It's these little wins that you get. And so, yeah, if some of you are setting your goals too high, I said it's like you got to focus on this big picture, especially today. Focus on the big things, not on the little stuff. The big things that you want to create in the world. Then, what was I saying? I can't remember. Okay, Pamela, what have you got going on? Fierce about learning. I love that. I love the way you put that. Fierce about learning. Spiritually guided more and more toward Reiki. Cool. Yeah, you're welcome. Pamela got bumped off. Let me find your message. Yeah, you have an A+ book agent that wants to read your book proposal in January. How exciting. Any thoughts? Let's have a look. Yeah. That's exciting. Right, Pamela, you know what I was just saying about goals? Like the 1,000 subscriber kind of goal. That kind of goal is fun for me. It's like there's not much writing on it. Yeah. My YouTube channel is bringing in new customers, and that's what I wanted. A steady flow of new customers coming in. That's why I'm doing it. That was my big kind of goal, my big reason. But then these little goals of like 1,000 subscribers and stuff, it's fun. It's fun doing that. I can do fun stuff to get there. And because you've got this play and take the risk. And so don't be so serious about it all, Pamela. It's like set little fun targets. So when this is talking about that rep and your book, be playful about it. When people do funny things in order to get noticed, like the homeless person that stands on the street with something because they're determined to get a job, and then they do. There's that kind of playful risk taking. I don't know. I can't think of other examples. But it's like sending the rep something funny to get noticed. Especially with what I don't know what your book is about, but I'm presuming it's about the happiness thing. Especially about something like that. Think of something really playful and creative to get their attention. Because they'll want to work with you. A rep's going to have to work with you, and so they're going to want to work with someone. It's not just about your book, right? They're going to want to work with someone that lifts them up, that makes them feel good. And so, yeah, do something to get their attention, something really fun to get their attention. I like that. So don't be so serious about it. And it's not just about the book, of course. It's like I used to do, way back when I worked in corporate, I used to do the interviews because I was working in IT, corporate IT. And so there wasn't many women there at all. In fact, I was the only woman in the department that I was in. And so because of that, I used to do the interviews for especially we used to take graduates. We used to take graduates on for like the summer and then decide if we wanted to give them a job after that. Anyway, when I was interviewing them, I was just really interested in them as a person. Like I didn't really care what they'd done. I didn't really care about their education and stuff like that. The stuff that they thought that was important, it's not important to me. What do I care about that? I want to have great people on the team, you know? I want to have interesting people. And so I'm asking all about them. It's that kind of thing. It's like, because I want to work with good people. With the same, she'll want to work with, or is it she? She'll want to work with someone that uplifts her, that makes her feel great, you know? It'll be a co-creation thing. And so, yeah. You have her attention, yeah, but do you have her, oh, I really want to work with Pamela kind of attention? Again, you've got the play. So be playful about this, be playful about it, you know? I'm hearing, like, use the content of your book on her. It's like, actually use the principles in your book on her. It's going to make way more of an impact, and she'll want to work with you. How's that? You got 2 play cards. That's funny. And it is really powerful, that play. It's really powerful. That's why I loved working, managing the Muay Thai gym so much, because all we do there is play. Oh, it's just so much fun. But yeah, it's just so playful. They read the proposal and then decide. Mm-hmm. Well, that's very exciting, Pamela. Let us know how it goes. I offered to meet her because I'll be by her for the first week of January. Okay. She didn't think she could take a meeting. Yeah, this is why, like, get playful and then she'll want to meet you. Do you know what I mean? It's like, maybe not just ask, do you want to meet, but like, do you want to meet at this theme park? You know, do you know what I mean? It's like, do something really playful with her. It's like, you know, asking someone, do you want to go on a date? Or asking them, do you want to go on a date, going skydiving and doing this really interesting thing? They're more likely to say yes when you when you're proposing something really fun. But yeah, I'm really picking up, Pamela, that everybody is like me. Everybody wants to work with great people. And she'll be thinking more about that. Even if it's subconsciously, she'll be thinking more about that, who she wants to work with, than the actual book itself. Of course, the book will be important too. But, you know, if you've got like 3 great books in front of you and you're a rep, you're going to want to work with a person that you really like, aren't you? You're going to choose the person. It's not the book so much. You're going to choose the person. Anyone else there want a reading? And then that's cool. She's a big agent. That's really great. Good luck with that, Pamela. I picked my cards out for the day. I've got about empowering myself with my service. That's cool. Oh, if anyone's interested, I've got the 2020 readings available now. There's a lot more of them coming in now. So it's month by month reading. You get it's about 3/4 of a page per month. So it's a lot of information in there. You get to keep it for the whole of the year and read it at the end of each month and at the beginning of each month to keep you on track with what's going on, so that you can make this a really amazing year. Oh, it'd be so cool if she takes you on. Yeah. And I've also got willingness and be firmer. Firmer in what? I don't know. Got some more videos to do today. It's never ending. And I'll be doing the January readings. I'll have to do them soon, won't I? Oh, I'm just fell a bit behind with going away. And we've been sick for those few days. It's put me on the back foot. I've got catch-ups to do. Catch-ups. Okay, so it looks like there's nobody else there, so let's leave it at that. Thank you, everyone, for coming along. Thank you all so much for your subscribes and all of that. It's awesome to have reached that goal. And it's so funny, you know, when I was reaching that goal, I was listening to that interview with that guy. It's so motivating. It's like Tony Robbins, but way cooler, like not so in your face and stuff, way wiser. And yeah, it was a great interview, but I hit the target just as he was talking about how you've got to celebrate your wins. Like a lot of people never feel good about themselves because they don't take time to celebrate the wins, and you've got to. And so it was so cool that he was saying that as I reached this goal, it's like, right now, time to celebrate this and actually, stay focused on it for a while. Instead of just moving on to the next goal, it's like, right now, 2,000 subscribers. Because, our subconscious mind would do that. It wants us to do that. It wants us to say, no, that's not enough. Move on to the next goal. So, yeah, thank you, everybody. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.